I have not been on my creative ish in so long. I haven't recorded videos. I haven't even thought about recording videos. I haven't even thought about, I always got to fix this, but I haven't even thought about having discussions. I've had so much going on. I'm having a baby in 2 months, and I just have to keep reminding myself that I can't let this go because it was such or is such a positive outlet for me. And I've just gotten a lot of positive reviews about it. Not that the reviews strictly matter, but it's based on how I feel and how I thrive from it. But if I could help people, like, that's super dope, and like that's what I really like about it. And what I miss, especially since I've been posted up in my house, not really talking to people. Because it's been so hot here and I'm pregnant and all this stuff going on. So I don't know, I just got this inspiration. Like, church was so dope today. I have this homeboy of mine, actually the guy in the videos, Robert, he actually started going to church with me. And one, it's so motivating to have that person be like hitting you up every Sunday, like, so are you going anyway? Are you going? Blah, blah, blah. Because it makes me accountable. And I'm realizing that that's part of the reason that we were placed in each other's lives. And I think that that's super dope because, he didn't have that guidance before. He didn't have that push. He didn't even have that drive to go to church, this comes from him. I'm not just saying this to say this. He was like, thank you for that. Like, he actually came over the other day and was like, thank you. Like, I really appreciate you introducing me to this because I really enjoy it. And he like goes to the events and stuff. Like, he's hardcore. Like, he's really dedicated. And I'm really proud of him. And I'm really just happy that God placed us in each other's lives, because it's just been a really beneficial relationship, especially as of lately with our faith. So super dope. Keeps me accountable, keeps me going to church on Sundays and stop flaking. And yeah, so like that's been awesome. But this video thing has not been on my priority list, and it sucks because honestly, most of the time, my time is just spent just like, what else could I be doing with my time right now? I could be doing so much. I don't even know where to start. And now, like, I don't know about you guys, but when my house is not in order, or like when I know that I have to like do something, like, I don't know, go through clothes and separate the old ones with the ones that my kid can wear or whatever, like, I feel like if I haven't accomplished that, I'm kind of like lost. I'm in limbo. I'm like, I could be doing that, but I'm not. And because I'm not doing that, I'm just sitting here not doing anything. Like, that's weird. So I don't know. Like I said, I got all these things done. I think I'm nesting right now. Excuse me. And I just been cleaning the heck out of my house and all this stuff and getting rid of stuff and making room for the baby and just like slowly bringing things together, since I really do only have like this whole pregnancy has gone by so fast. It's so crazy. But yeah, so I've not been on my creative ish, and here I am. I just wanted to talk about like, God has been teaching me a lot of lessons about people in my life. I know I've discussed it before, probably sometime in some of these videos, about how God introduces people into your life for lessons, and not all of them are meant to stay. And as much as I've preached that to my friends, to myself even, and in these videos or wherever else, I find myself struggling to let go of things that could have been, or things that were and are no longer, and stuck on really the idea of what I think that people have implanted in my head, or what I've made them in my head to be, who they really aren't, because that's just not what they're meant to be in my life. So right now, God is really trying to teach me to let those people go, to like really just relinquish them and be like, okay, screw it. Like, it didn't work out for whatever reason, like friends, relationships, like whoever, whatever, like things happen for a reason and things leave for a reason. So as much as I preach that, I'm still practicing that on my own life. And I just had a really eye-opening just like experience today at church, and then with people in my life that I've been thinking about, and I'm ready to let that go. I'm ready to relinquish that and with cleaning my house and everything lately, making room and all this stuff for the new baby, it is so like freeing to just like throw stuff away that I don't need anymore, that don't serve a purpose in my life. And while I was doing that last night, I'm like cleaning out my bathroom and like finding all these like, you know, like those Victoria's Secret sprays and Bath and Body Works sprays. For whatever reason, like they just got buried on my shelves in my bathroom, and I'm just like, why do I still have this? I'm going through and looking at like old makeup that I don't even wear makeup anymore. Like I don't use any of these things, and there were so many old things that I just don't have any use for anymore that were just taking up space in my house. And that just had me thinking of these people in my life who I hold on to. And I've always been that way. I've always been very like preserving of what we had when we had it, and applying what we had, past tense, to what I want us and wish us to have now. But it isn't applicable because it is no longer. Past tense is past tense for a reason. And, you know, like just like throwing all these things away that I don't need, these physical material things, these people gotta go too. And sometimes that sucks. It's not meant to be easy, and God does not expect everything to be easy. God knows that not everything is going to be simple. But I notice myself constantly giving into the temptation of trying to get back what I had with people after it's expired. And I've got to stop doing that. I just realized today, like, I really had to stop doing that in order to better myself and to open the door for what's coming into my life that's going to benefit me and my children. So, you know, friends, lovers, acquaintances, there's a lot of people and instances that this can apply to. It's not just relationship wise, like with lovers and boyfriends and girlfriends and stuff. It's not just that, but that does play a big role, because obviously that's a really important relationship space that should be sacred, really. You know, you shouldn't be filling it with just anybody just because they're available and they can. Like, it's not like that. They're not always meant to be there, and you have to be able to distinguish that from a lesson or a lifelong thing. And if it causes you confusion, if it causes you stress, if it causes you doubt within yourself or doubt around the entire situation at all, and you can't clear up that doubt with that person or those people, like that, you just gotta let it go. Because anything that is meant to be is not going to cause you doubt or frustration or confusion. You're not going to be like, I wonder if this is actually my friend. I wonder if they're really down for me. Like, you shouldn't have to wonder. Like, you should know. I've got like 3 people in my circle right now who I just really for sure know are down for me, no questions asked, and same for them. And I look at those situations and I'm like, why aren't I applying to this knowing to all situations with people in my life? Like, I know these people are down for me. Compare the 2 situations and it's like totally opposite. So why would you even hesitate? You know what I mean? So yeah, that's what I'm struggling with, cutting people out. And I just came to that realization today. Like I said, church was dope. It discussed like trauma and things that you experience in your past. And he mentioned like 8 stages of trauma, and how if they're unbalanced, you're basically going to attract that into your life. And it was really dope because it wasn't like he opened it. His particular preacher always opens his teachings with like science and fact, you know what I mean? Like, he opened with like, so this is trauma, and here are the 8 stages of trauma. And then he was like, so I bet you want to know how God ties into this and how the scripture ties into it. And then he brought it all together, and it was just like, I appreciate that so much, especially for people who are like disbelieving in the fact that God exists or who haven't experienced that yet. Like, that like just speaks so much, or could speak so much, to those type of people and make them think, you know, once they start experiencing things. I mean, it's to my belief that You could be as open of a book as you want. You could be as open to ideas as you want. But if you haven't experienced the power and the greatness of God in your life through testimony, you're not going to really realize like how scripture plays into all these things, but like science and stuff like that. But like, yeah, I really appreciate this preacher and how he does that, how he just brings in like facts and psychology and science, and then introduces a scripture like, so by the way, this is what scripture says, and it makes sense, you know what I mean? So yeah, just got me thinking, and that's why I'm rambling, but I really miss doing this, and I really need to get back on it. And maybe today was, I mean, maybe this is gonna be a once in a life, not a once in a lifetime thing, but like a once in every while thing, and that's fine as long as it's impactful, it's informative, it's thought-provoking, etc., etc. I don't know, like I really don't know, like however you take it is how you take it, and I hope you appreciate it.